Do you recall the Rito from The Legend of Zelda? The guys who started off in Wind Waker as cartoony like people with wings and then made their way to Breath of the Wild? Yeah, those guys. When you think of them, one character stands out among the rest. Revali. The guy who's just, trying to make your life as miserable as possible. And I'm going to be making a theory about him. Yay! In particular, my theory states that he likes Mipha. Also, please click that subscribe button. You can always change your decision later. Now let's get started. As stated before, I believe Revali has feelings for Mipha because of the way he acts towards Mipha and Link, and various other reasons I will cover on in this video. Anyhow, Revali is usually cold and closed off to everyone, but especially to Link. It is generally believed that this is because Link is supposed to be the hero of prophecy and not Revali. Although I think that is part of it, I also believe that there is more to the story than just that. It is important for us to remember that Mipha likes Link. The reason I want you to remember that is because if you recall, Revali was always trying to make himself look better than Link in front of Mipha. And you know how people try to look better in front of other people they like? Do you see where I'm going with this? And yes, I do know that he is always mean to Link, even when Mipha's not there. But as said before, it's probably because Revali thinks he's better than Link. And just imagine, if Zora's and Rito's mix, that'd be like a flying and swimming killing machine. And as you hopefully know, Revali is all business, and he wants to be the hero and everything. And if people would call him the hero for being the big papa of this insane race, I think that'd be worth it to him. Okay, it is time for the next part. I believe Revali is lonely. The reason I believe that is because if you look at Zelda.fandom.com, you can see that he lost his mean outside while having Teba and Tulin around. And he quote-unquote, having seen the father-son bond as well as Tulin's hero worship and humorous side, Revali could not contain the rising joy and humor inside of him and lets out a laugh. I mean, Revali never laughs, and yet when he saw that relationship, he did. You may already know this is all non-canon information, but it does reflect Revali. And if you go back to the part where it says having seen the father-son bond, you might be able to tell that Revali wants that for himself, because he's always been alone. And if Mipha and him had kids, that could fill the gap inside of him. Now, have you ever noticed how Revali isn't as mean to Mipha as he is to every single character inside Breath of the Wild? I mean, he's not particularly nice, but that could be for a number of reasons. 1, he doesn't know how to show love because he's never felt any and is lonely. 2, Revali could be trying to hide his feelings. And 3, he has no feelings at all. Number 3 is most likely, but another theory under your belt is always good, just in case that one guy asks you a random question about The Legend of Zelda. Sadly, that will probably never happen, but whatever. And according to my research, Rito and Zora could theoretically mate. Because in Wind Waker, if you played it, you probably know that the Rito are the descendants of the Zora. Wow! Yeah, not really a big surprise unless you've never played the game before. But if they are the descendants of the Zora, that could mean that they can theoretically still mate. You might be saying, Cam, it's been at least 10,000 years since the last hero. Everything could have changed. But think about it, in real life, humans still mate with other humans, and according to what you believe, it could be millions of years or thousands, but we aren't really going to talk about that. So even after however long it has been, we can still mate together. There's that, and if you look at the cutscenes of when Revali's dead, you can see that he is way more chill than he was when he was alive. Meaning that since Mipha and him are both dead, it doesn't matter anymore. So he kind of just cooled down. But what do you think? Does Revali actually like Mipha, or is it something else? Tell me in the comments below. And please, if you would subscribe, it would be a huge help. Thanks for watching, and thank you guys so much for the 100 subs. See ya.